Urban Revolution Radio's your morning show with your boy Nino and your man D Hicks on Live 99. Let us know what you want to hear, 812-773-3071, or on our Facebook page, facebook.com/live999WJCB, or directly through our website. You can also request a song at live999WJCB.com. Let us know what you want to hear, a popular song, independent song. If you are an independent artist or entrepreneur and you want to get your music heard or get your business some exposure here on Live 99, you can also drop your music, clean MP3 versions only, preferably, because if I got to edit it, I got to charge you for it. We do have a live raw segment, for the unedited music on Friday nights, 11 to midnight, right on Friday. Is that when Jones do it?
Yeah, use 11 to midnight.
On the Fridays,
It's only for an hour, though.
Yeah, so we prefer you give us the clean MP3 versions of it so we ain't got to do all of that editing and we can play it around the clock.
That's it.
We're trying to show you some love. You can send it in. If you can, if it's on point, you could be our next independent artist or entrepreneur of the month, like my man Suga Kane out there in Reno.
Las Vegas.
And we got my man Mike Walls.
Las Vegas, bro.
Huh?
Las Vegas.
What did I say?
Reno.
Oh, I keep thinking of that Reno 911 about. I always like that was a good show, but he's out there in Vegas.
Right, yeah,
my man
he's out
Suga
in
Kane
Vegas.
out
Right,
there in
Suga
Vegas.
Kane.
So you can check the music out. Only here on Live 99. You can Google Suga Kane. He's on Spotify, the YouTube, Apple Music, iTunes, all that good stuff. You can check them all out in Walls Organics with the 3 locations now.
Yes, sir.
Straintown, Weinbach, and Belmead Avenue now for all of your holistic health needs for you and your pet. Got a great show lined up for you today. We were talking about, I guess everybody's talking about it right now.
I'm so sick of it already.
Man, the fake slap heard around the world right now that's going on. And
it ain't much that we agree on, partner, but this is time that we agree upon this, don't we?
Man, and it's got to be something to it, to me.
Right.
For
yeah,
real,
most
for
definitely,
real.
yeah.
Just let's analyze it, frame for frame now. Now, we talking about Chris Rock. Now, Chris Rock and Jada have had, working relationships before.
Right.
They on the Madagascar movie, the animated series. They've done work together and all that good stuff. Will is an accomplished actor. Everybody know, and everybody knows what Chris Rock is all about. He's a controversial comedian. Wanda Sykes writes a lot of his materials and everything. So people know he's gonna say some crazy stuff.
Wall stuff.
You know what I mean? When he gets up there on the stage. Now, the joke that he cracked was about her having alopecia.
Right.
Now, a lot of people didn't even know, if you want to call it, that she had this alopecia stuff. But even then, that's not off limits. Alopecia is nothing that's a joke that's supposed to be off limits. You understand what I'm saying? So all of this trying to be sensitive and act like there's certain jokes.
Damn cancel culture, player.
You know what I mean? There's certain jokes that you can't make fun of, certain things you can't make jokes about. That line does not need to be drawn right now, especially about
the attitude that the kids have now.
I got alopecia. look, bald spots, all that kind of other stuff. We're just talking about that. There are a lot of women. My mom had it. Male pattern baldness is given from the mother. It's not, passed down from the father, contrary to popular belief. It's actually passed down from the genetic makeup of the mother. And I know a lot of women are sensitive about their hair loss, their hairstyles, all that. Taking all of that into consideration, it was just a joke, y'all. Just a joke. And it was a scripted joke at that.
Right. And somebody had to write there for Chris Rock to say that.
They knew what was going on. He didn't just get up on that stage and say that, especially at the Grammys on CBS.
The
Oscars on CBS. They want to know word for word what's about to go down on this. They got people with the 7-second dump button, with their finger on the button, anything go down, they ready to cut out.
Will Smith from cussing or nothing.
They didn't cut any of that stuff out. You know what I mean? And this is why I'm saying that this was the fake slap heard around the world. Because not only did he, the joke was, it was actually funny. And if you look at the video, if you haven't seen the video on Facebook or on YouTube or any kind of social media right now, you probably just need to take a look at the whole video for the whole 3 minutes, not just the 30 seconds from when he walks up on stage and slaps you, showing the fake anger. You got to watch the whole context of it for 3 minutes. Because in the beginning of it,
he was laughing.
Laughing hard. He laughed hard at the joke. And old girl that was from that played in Us and Black Panther, I can't remember her name right now, but if you look
There
at
she is right
yeah,
there.
if you look at the first one when you Google about Will Smith smacks the hell out of Chris Rock,
Yeah,
it's gonna be
man.
the first picture picked up, and she's sitting right, kind of
Right.
at his 7 o'clock behind
Right.
him,
Mhm.
and they're all laughing. He's laughing harder than her.
Right,
Will
right,
Smith
right.
is one of the people. He's laughing. He's one of the hardest laughing people in the audience at that joke right
But
now.
Jada wasn't having fun.
Oh, but that's part of the script. You understand what I'm saying? Now you telling me out of all of the stuff that they've been going through, all of this open relationship stuff, the entanglement, all this kind of stuff,
Right.
the Tupac jokes when the little girl shaved her head, you know what I mean, and then their whole family shaved their head to try to support her because she was trying to figure out her own identity or whatever was going on.
Which, that's what kills me, partner. She 40, 50. How old you think Jada is right now?
Jada, she's in her 50s right now. I could Google it,
If
but
you're in your
she
50s still trying to find your identity and you have children, you're the problem.
I mean, of course. I'm
not saying they're the problem, but it means your kids have been raising themselves.
The kids have raised all of this, letting kids figure themselves out and not punishing them and not disciplining them and trying to be their friends and all that stuff. I'm too old school for that, Joe. I wasn't. No, I'm not your friend.
No,
I'm your father.
That's it.
I'm your example. I'm your role model. You do what I say until you can do on your own without me. You understand what I'm
exactly.
saying?
I agree with you.
In my house, you're going to follow my example because I'm not going to ask you to do nothing that I'm not doing myself. Then when you get old enough to get out there and experiment and learn about the world, then you can find yourself and do all of this. But like if you want to go with any kind of text, even in the Bible, train up a child in the way they should go. When they old, they won't depart from it. Not let a child figure out what
Reverend
they want to
Nino,
do.
folks.
You know what I mean? You know what I mean? You got to give these children some kind of training, guidance, discipline. And some of these adults need some raising and some training right now.
My cousin, Big Mike, always says some need to go start all over in kindergarten.
Man, start all over again, Joe, because they missing the whole point of what's going on.
Right.
Now, this whole, like I said, Will Smith, he laughed hardest at the joke.
Right.
This is how you know it was scripted. He laughed hardest at the joke. Then camera pans over to Jada. She makes her little face or whatever. Then it pans back over to Will Smith, who, he changes his face, fixes his clothes. They cut over to Chris Rock. Now, mind you, this is now 5 seconds. Will Smith is walking up to the stage to the point
Chris
where
Rock said, here comes King Richard.
Here comes King Richard, laughed and giggled a little bit, blah, blah, blah. So he had time to prepare for Will Smith to come up there. Security had time to get in the way.
Right. It's none of that. Well, security didn't know what was going on.
You know what I mean? If it wasn't part of the script for you to get on stage, you're not getting on that stage. Security is going to stop you. You know what I mean?
Right.
If that's part of it. We talking about the Oscars on CBS, national television right now.
No, worldwide
ain't
television.
Going down that ain't
Worldwide
been scripted,
television.
Joe. You know what I mean? So, and I think they went the wrong way with it because, when Will Smith gets up on the stage now, we're 10 seconds into 15 seconds into the clip now. He gets up on the stage and cocks back with the phoniest looking smack. Who smacks somebody with the knife hand like this? He might as well have put the powder on and went clap, clap. You know what I mean? And with the fake
powder.
You know what I mean? That's all. That's all that was missing with the fake slap. Cause if you look at the way he turned his body. I showed probably had a clip of it, on the post production. But if you look at the way he swung his body to swing at Chris Rock, you could tell it was purposely not to make full contact. You don't lean back as you trying to smack somebody. You go forward.
Force, right.
You understand what I'm saying?
You
really put your body
to really mean it correct.
If you're going to use a slap at all, now you got to remember, this is a guy who was trained to play Muhammad Ali in a movie and went to almost, a year and a half of boxing training?
Right.
So you know how to throw a punch.
Right.
Whether you want to account from him being from Philly, everybody want to say, he remembered his street thing from Philly. Will wasn't never no gangster. Will wasn't never no tough nothing from Philly. None of that. You understand what I'm saying? He was the Fresh Prince. He was the I don't cuss in my songs because my mama listens to my albums, that kind of thing.
I think, too, he's trying to push that damn Bel Air series.
Yes, they trying to push the King Richard, the Bel Air, because, like you say, it's the other side. They trying to show what a real kid from Philly would have been having, without the comedy and all of that stuff. And what really would have happened if you'd have went from Philly and had to run because you got into some trouble with some gangbangers or whatever in your own hometown. So this is like the reality aspect of it. But the way the Wills, this what we saw at the Oscars was way out of anything we've ever seen from Will Smith. Because even after all of that entanglement stuff, he was getting out there talking, he was trying to keep his composure. I remember I told you I was giving Will Smith props.
You was.
For keeping his cool. Y'all got an open marriage. Ain't nobody judging. I don't care what y'all doing, you know what I mean? But y'all, whatever y'all got going, y'all keep that on the wraps. Mm-hmm. Will wasn't mad that she cheated on him because there was no cheating.
She bought it out in the open.
Right. She let her dirty laundry get out there. She let her boy toy get out of control. You understand what I'm saying? And brought some embarrassment to the him. That wasn't supposed to be nobody else's business of what was going on.
Now I totally agree with you, homie.
You know what I mean? And that's what Will was mad at. That's what I'd have been mad at. You understand what I'm saying?
That's how you should feel.
If that's your relationship, if you open, if you say, okay, you can do your thing, I'll just keep your dirt. You know what I mean? Right. I keep my, you know what I mean? And we ain't no taking no pictures, ain't no movies, ain't no talk. That's what you want to do that. Because I guarantee you, Will was out there doing this thing too.
Oh, come on, Craig.
You know what I mean? He's out there, but he kept it under control. And that whole thing, you got to think how the women rallied around Jada at that. If that had been Will that got caught with his little girl toy out there and embarrassed Jada, they'd have ran Will Smith through the ringer.
Cancel culture.
They'd have ran him through the ringer, Joe. He wouldn't have had no work for the next 10 years. He would have been the worst husband ever, all this kind of other stuff. They gave Jada the fancy word.
They let you know how society views certain situations and
it's two different rules for everything.
Different rules for females.
It's two different rules for rich and poor, two different rules for white and black, two different rules for men and women. It's always two separate rules. And if you don't think it is, man, I got a bridge in Evansville to say that leads over to Kentucky. For real.
Oh, wow.
It's buy one, get one free. You buy one bridge, I give you the other bridge for free. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
But they didn't keep, she didn't keep the dirt on the wraps, and the situation been reversed. Will would have been running. So he got Jada in his back pocket right now, basically. You understand what I'm saying? She's got to keep it cool right now. So if people was talking about, he came to the defense of his woman. No. So he's trying to make up and show Jada that he really still can't. No. She's the one that's got to show him. She's the one that messed up. She's the one that got the business all out there and all that kind of other stuff. It was even a rumor going around she was messing with Chris Rock back in the day. You know what I mean?
Wow.
So it's not like, this is something that, people were surprised at what was going on. You know what I mean? Something that Will Smith had to make up for. He didn't do nothing. I told you, I was giving Will Smith props for keeping everything cool. You know what I mean? So
at the red table talk crying.
You know what I mean? So then now let's continue back with this video. He gets up there, he does the fake movie slap. Chris Rock doesn't even put his hands up.
I know it, man. No defensive position or security.
Now, mind you,
Chris had a right to
if somebody coming at you if somebody coming at you and are angry, knowing he ain't supposed to be up there, if I get this close to you and you can sense the aggression, he ain't get up there. Yeah, geez, I'm finna crack a joke or some of that stuff. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Now, you didn't think he was coming up there to for the first.
Some people said, though, not to cut you off, that how they would have handled was make Chris apologize in front of the audience.
No, I wouldn't have never made no comedian apologize
10
for the
toes
joke.
Down, right.
It's a joke, y'all. Come on now. What?
Hold on. Did you see the Joe Martin Lawrence did? It been posted. About MC Light. She used to date the dude a long time ago. She was dating somebody, and dude got a tattoo up on there, and Martin said, "Yeah, but I'm still booping her."
Oh.
You know and that was when Martin was at Def Comedy Jam.
You know what I mean? 50 Cent made all kind of jokes about the entanglement.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? You ain't stepped to 50.
Step to 50.
You ain't make no video about 50 talking about keep my wife's name out your effing mouth. None of that other stuff.
Exactly.
When everybody was going on talking about this entanglement.
Rick Ross and them even made a song about it.
You know what I mean?
Entanglement, correct.
What was they talking about when they're shaving their head? Y'all would have talking about this alopecia stuff when the whole family shaved their head and all that kind of stuff. People was making jokes talking about, oh, Tupac must have got her so good she got the whole family bald head. That joke was going on around. It wasn't no keep my wife's name out of your mouth then.
Right,
you understand what I'm saying?
right.
We've never seen this kind of side to Will Smith at all in any kind of situation. He's never snapped out in public and just started cussing with kids all around on TV. He don't even do that in his movies.
That's what I'm saying. When I made my comment yesterday, somebody agreed with me that he sold his soul further than what he needed to that night.
Way further. Now,
if
I
he's
say
trying
that.
to get credit for defending his woman or his manhood.
Nah, that and one, you ain't defending your woman against what? A joke from Chris Rock? Mm-hmm. That's what you offend. That's where you draw the line at. Not all of you ain't go after the boy toy. You ain't go after Jada for doing that. We ain't hear none of that. You ain't filed for no divorce. You ain't get no separation.
Right.
You ain't. You know what I mean?
Right.
You go after Chris Rock for making a bald head joke. For real, you ain't go out to 50 Cent for saying nothing. You ain't go out to Cat Williams for saying nothing. You ain't go out to Patrice O'Neal for saying nothing. You ain't go out to none of these comedians that would have whooped your ass. Those are real people. You understand what I'm saying? None of these comedians that would have whooped his ass.
Right.
He want to take it, because Chris Rock. That's probably the only comedian that would have went for that kind of joke. What other comedian do you think would have let him get up on stage and even fake slap, let alone real smack, and walk off the stage untouched? Dude,
Man,
somebody smack me. If I let you get that close to me, where I don't even see it coming. Where I really thinking you finna grab the mic and say some kind of funny comeback quip. Right. That's what I would have expected out of Will Smith. Right. You get up stage if you want to say something back. Something, you know what I mean? Right. You want to defend your woman, say a joke back. You don't assault the dude, because now that's a whole different thing right now. Yeah, so now LAPD and the California they can take it over. They don't need a witness.
They already took over.
It's just like a domestic violence case.
Exactly.
Just like when women don't want to,
So that's what I'm saying. He sold his soul.
They got an investigation going on in this thing too to find out whether or not if it was scripted.
One of the DJs posted on the thing. I read an article about it.
Yeah, so they gonna find out either way. So if they keep digging that hole and try to ride with this, saying that it was real,
why?
If it was real, Will Smith gonna have to do some kind of
community service,
some kind of punishment,
some type of classes.
You know what I mean? Make some donations, something. You know what I mean? You committed almost a felony. Is that really considered a felony?
Felony 1, maybe.
Is that a felony? I guess or assault. Yeah, but you committed a crime on national television in front of the police.
Misdemeanor.
You know what I mean? And look, and then you smacked me. You think I'm gonna let you turn around and walk off stage? I'm not gonna even put my hands up to try to. That's your natural reaction. You see somebody cock back, your natural reaction is gonna be to try to put your hands up and block, because somebody's gonna hit you in the face. You know what I mean?
Even though there are people that, a lot of people out there believe what they see. So now that's opened up the door to a lot of comedians.
They want to believe the titillating thing. They want to believe that, you know what I mean, he got up there and wanted. Because this is another black guy that I really think that's being put on the Oscars. This was the first year. They said it was the first year that an all-black production company.
And if they did too, I'm going to say they sold their soul.
They said it was an first all-black production company that was put in charge of coordinating what the Oscars was going to be. You understand what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So if this is what they plan was to try to get this excitement and try to get some titillation.
I call foul, homie.
Shenanigans. For real, dude. That was not the way to do it at all. That just made us look just so ignorant.
We sell our soul for a rating.
You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
I'm tired of all of this reality, and let's argue, let's fight, let's show the most outrageous stuff we can. I understand it's supposed to be entertainment. You trying to get ratings, but it's a whole
ratings. They were losing ratings. Nobody was tuning into the damn.
You know what I mean? You couldn't even tell me who won that next category that they introduced.
Will Smith?
No, that was his category. Was later on?
No, he got the category 1 after he slapped Chris Rock.
Was that the next category that was shown?
That was the next category. Then he's on stage crying. So make it make
and
sense.
I thought it was some time in between that, because they said he went backstage and started talking to Denzel and started talking to Tyler Perry and all these kind of other people. Then you get up and you
category for
man, do you know I'd have took your award, kicked you out. You man, it would have went to the next runner up. You just went and assaulted our host on national TV. Now you think we're gonna give you an award? Come on, and then you so gangster, you just smacked Chris Rock on stage. Now you crying as you getting the award. Where'd all that gangster go? Where did all that tough stuff go? You just went on stage and smacked a grown man open-handed like he a bitch. You know what I mean? And now you crying like a bitch. Oh no, this is shenanigans. I'm calling it. I gotta call it.
Bro, I agree with you. We don't agree much, homie, but I agree with you.
If you want to say it was real, Chris Rock let this man smack him, turn his back around, and kind of chuckle. If you look at it, Will Smith even chuckles a little bit, trying to keep the smile off his face.
He had a grin when he turned to his left.
When he turned around and started walking back to his seat. And then everybody making the joke. I just got the shit. Will Smith just smacked the shit out of me. Oh, that was the greatest moment on television. Come on, dude.
We've been in a crowd like WWE.
Yeah, pick your mic up.
My bad, play. I get comfortable, you know. Been like WWE. We've been in a crowd fighting. We'd
have been brawling in tuxedos on that stage, dude. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
Security would have had to get one of us. You know what I mean? And then on top of that, they let him stay through the whole ceremony.
So it made it okay.
You telling me that you just let this man assault another man? Now, we going on the fact that if all of y'all are thinking it ain't scripted, that this was a real thing, you just let this man get on stage and smack
after
another
assaulted
man,
somebody.
Assault, and then go back to his seat and sit
for the whole entire night.
Whole thing?
Go to the Oscar after parties.
No.
I heard you. Shenanigans.
Shenanigans. I do not believe it. I do not. All of this stuff.
I think we need to take a vote on it, homie.
I don't need to take no vote. I know it's shenanigans, dude. Because I had, Sykes was standing hard. I even had him twisting his wheels a little bit, trying to maybe consider the. Right. You got to think, when a grown man just slapped another grown man and just let him walk away, then the Oscars just let this man sit there like he Suge Knight or something. You know what I mean? You can't touch this. Really? Somebody better escort this dude out of his seat and get him on up out of here. We going to get this award to number 2. You know what I mean? We not been a condone. Come on, dude. You know what I mean?
Well, if that's the route that the Oscars are going into or going toward,
I think this thing just set a real bad precedent for how people would treat comedians in the future.
No,
think about it. You can't even have no more roasts no more.
Exactly.
People can get up in the middle. Oh no, that's off the line. You know what I mean? You could be some dude could be in a comedy club somewhere doing this thing, and comedians they like to crack jokes about people in the audience all the time. You know what I mean? They tried to get on Dave Chappelle about the Daphne Dorson. I think that was her name last name.
Yeah, but
Dorson.
They were best friends.
You know what I mean? It's always going to be somebody that's going to try to pick apart what it is. Now, you got
talking about the transgender.
The transgender one
yeah,
that they were trying to say
they
he
were
was
best
transphobic.
Friends.
I'm like, no, Dave Chappelle, that was his butt. She opened for him.
Right.
Every time he went to San Francisco. How y'all talking about he transphobic? You know what I mean? So people going to try to see the most juicy, salacious thing that they can and anything to try to take a stand.
They don't have anything else better to do with their own lives.
You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
And this right here, if you don't think this was a fake slap, dude, for real, and you think this man is going, after all of that stuff Jada put him through, he's finna take that moment at the Oscars to stand up and take a stand on a bald head joke, stop playing with me. Nah, and ain't no repercussions gonna come up. You still get the award. You just put some alcohol in your eyes and cry some crocodile acting tears and talking, I'm so. Come on, dude. You just opened the door. You ain't never did nothing like that in real life. He don't even like cussing in his movies.
Well,
you understand what I'm saying?
Maybe he's going through a midlife crisis.
He ain't never even played a gangster in a movie. He's never played the toughest guy he's ever played on TV.
iRobot.
No.
Hancock.
No. I'm going to give you your man's on Bad Boys.
Legend.
Was Bad Boys when he played the detective. That's the toughest guy that I've seen him play.
He really wasn't there to tell. He was more comedian.
You know what I mean? He was a player. He was a wealthy
comedian, right.
But that was what I'm saying. That's the toughest I've ever seen him get in any kind of. Name something tougher that he's ever done. He's played a gay
Gemini man.
That was he playing a hitman trying to kill himself.
Right.
You know?
So right.
Hey, that's just my take on it. That's the fake slap heard around the world that's getting all the buzz up, trying to get all the women all excited. I wish my man would come to my defense like that. No, you don't. No, you because your man wouldn't have never did that. What you say there, the joke was funny.
Yeah, the joke was
got
funny.
Up and be like, the joke was funny. You better fix your face. You know what I mean? All that kind of, you know what I mean? Alopecia for they trying to give it that's the entanglement. If you give it a bigger word, try to give it a pretty word, especially when it comes to a woman. You know what I mean? When they mess up, you give it a pretty. It's excusable. You make it sound different. No,
right.
She got bald spots. She can wear a wig, just like all these other women that's out here that's dealing with it. They have problems
for years
with Jerry curls, and now you got short hair and all this stuff.
Now it's like
edges and all this kind of other stuff. Now it's a super sensitive subject that's gonna get a multi-million-dollar comedian punched in the face by another actor. That's where we at right now. Come on.
Apparently so, partner.
Nah. Yo mama jokes and bald head jokes been around for centuries.
Yeah, remember that TV show? Your mama joke, the
yeah,
mama joke?
Yeah.
You can't have those no more. You can't have
do that. People too sensitive right now, and that's just it right now. So you so sensitive about a bald head joke that you get up and go and punch somebody? How is that even the same side of the coin? How you gonna be that sensitive about it? You're talking about you protect, but you gonna get up and strike and assault another comedian? You know what I mean? For making a funny joke that you laughed at. He laughed at the joke. That's the killer part about it.
Yeah, he laughed, but his wife
one of the hardest
laughing
ones in the audience, dude. That's what old girl in the next to him, the girl from Us, looked at him like, ooh. You know what I mean? You laughing kind of hard right there. And then everybody look over, but that was part of the script. You understand what I'm saying? He got to look like, oh, okay, I'm coming to the defense of my wife. Now it's keep my wife's name out your effing mouth. You was just laughing at the joke, dude. Shut up. Sit down. I lost a whole bunch of respect. I was respecting Will Smith after this entanglement thing more because he was keeping his cool. He was maintaining his composure. None of his dirt got out there. I'm like, dude, Will Smith handling this like a champ. He got Jada in his back pocket right now. She got a whole bunch of making up to do. Yeah. Now this, womp womp. Oh, man. So let me know what you think. I already know what a lot of people think, but do you think this slap was real, or do you think it was just a publicity stunt for the upcoming King Richard movie and the new Chris Rock comedy tour?
Wow.
That's supposed to be coming out. People forgetting about that. Let us know in the Facebook, on the comment section, on our YouTube page in the comment section. Even give us a call, 812-773-3071. Let us know. Do you think that slap was real, or do you think that whole thing was staged? This Urban Revolution Radio's your morning show with your boy Nino and your man D Hicks on Live 99.